The reason Kelly Clarkson refused to collaborate with Mariah Carey. Iconic artists working together produce unforgettable musical moments. It opens up a world of limitless opportunities that enable the artists to meld their skills, musical preferences, and personal styles. In the entertainment industry, there have been many partnerships throughout the years, but it seems that the world has been robbed of one famous collaboration that would have resulted in a classic song. Kelly Clarkson openly admits to being an admirer of Mariah Carey, the elusive chanteuse. She said during an interview on the podcast Las Culturistas, presented by Saturday Night Live actor Bowen Yang and actor Matt Rogers, that she once performed Mariah Carey's Vision of Love on stage while she was in junior high school, demonstrating how much of a fan she is. Despite how well-known the song is, in 1990 it was Carey who won one of her first Grammys for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Since not everyone has the opportunity to meet their idols, it was difficult for Clarkson to believe that she would decline Carey's offer to collaborate on a song when they first met. Kelly Clarkson discussed a chat she had with Mariah Carey on Las Culturistas in which the We Belong Together singer unintentionally declined her request. She was like, "Oh, we should write together," the woman remembered. In response to Carey's question, Clarkson described how she writes songs, saying, "I don't write in the same room with people. Due to the fact that I'm not a vulnerable writer, I've actually done that twice in my life." She said, "I start telling Mariah about my process and I'm like, did I just?" Shortly after realizing she had just declined Mariah Carey's offer of a cooperation, they replied, "Do you realize you just kind of said no to?" As I turned to go, "Wait, what?" I thought to myself. Carey's admirers are referred to as lambs, and Clarkson was unmistakably one of them. She even made a joke about how she wouldn't even be in the same room as Carey because of how amazing she is. She made a joke, saying, "I don't want to sit in a room with you, ma'am, you have like a billion now." 1 second. The host of the Kelly Clarkson Show praised Carey's songwriting skills. "As far as her being one of the best authors ever, I'm such a huge admirer of being her street team. Nobody discusses it. They constantly refer to as the songbird, and I think, great, vocals for days. But name another successful artist who wrote it all," she retorted. It would have been a brilliant idea for Kelly Clarkson to collaborate with Mariah Carey, but instead she went on to create her own songs. The 10th studio album by Clarkson was called Chemistry, and it was made available on June 23, 2023. After almost 5 years since the publication of her last album, Meaning of Life, in 2017, this marked her comeback to the music industry. 3 years after Clarkson and music manager Brandon Blackstock divorced, the album was released. Clarkson filed for divorce in June 2020, and it was granted in 2022, despite the fact that the couple wed in October 2013. River Rose and Remington Alexander are two of the children she and her ex-husband had together. The majority of Chemistry discuss Clarkson's marriage up until her divorce. The record does, however, also go into detail about her divorce itself. She clarified that it's more than just a divorce album during an interview with NPR, adding that she wants those who are going through similar circumstances to not feel alone. In a second interview with Variety, she reaffirmed the same point. "Nobody understands how it feels to be alone in their world as well as you do. That, in my opinion, is one of the primary motives for my release of it. It's worth it if this enables even one person to relate to something or aids them in dealing with their grief," she said.